like we always say, it's a great transition from football right into golf season.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
already in the
Oh,
thick,
yeah.
not in the thick of it, but we're
We're in the
already
beginning.
down
We're in
the ground
yeah,
running.
a few big tournaments
couple
already.
of good tournaments
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah.
You got Genesis Invitational coming up now in Torrey Pines. I think that's going to be pretty cool. The fact that they're doing it there.
I think it's going to be a really good tournament.
Obviously, another signature event. No Tiger. We thought we were going to get Tiger. We're not going to get Tiger.
R.I.P. Tiger's mom.
And then, R.I.P. And then we got the Florida swing, which, that's always fun.
My favorite one.
Yeah.
The Florida swing's the best.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's obviously my favorite also, not just because we live in Florida, but I just love the style of the Florida golf courses. I love the Cognizant. I love Arnold Palmer. One of my favorite. The players, obviously, it's the unofficial major.
Yeah.
And then obviously Valspar. But especially those two, elevated events, and the Cognizant's awesome too. So that one's the easiest one for us because it's right there, but it's a blast every time. So
yeah, Cognizant, they're working on some things.
Yeah, they are. They got a lot of big names coming this year. I'm telling you.
They are. Minwoo, Ricky, Shane.
Don't sleep.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Tranquilo Sports. We are back home.
We are back.
Feels good to be home.
It does feel good to be home.
A lot of travel the last couple of weeks. Feels good.
We haven't done a live one in a while.
I know. I was about to say, I feel like we haven't done this in a while. And as you could tell, we got some new chairs here. They are very comfortable. Brought to you by, a little buddy of ours named Yeti over here.
Shout out Yeti.
Shout out Yeti. Thank you.
A little custom guys.
Thank you is not even enough. I mean, this is the OG Yeti. So I saw the OG Yeti. The OG Yeti will always mean a ton to me.
Yeah. You and that one guy, Killian.
And then, and then that story on top of it. But you got some Yeti products now. We got some Yeti chairs. And
I can take a nap.
No, this is perfect for the set, bro. Little backyard vibes,
Yeah.
Then you see we got our 2 flags. We're gonna start collecting flags to the tournaments that we go to. And we'll talk a little bit about waste management and that whole experience. But before we get into that, obviously, huge weekend, last weekend of football. And what are your thoughts on how that Super Bowl went?
Yeah, that was an absolute beatdown.
Yeah. It was.
I'm rocking my Saquon Penn State jersey here, rooting for the Eagles, bet on the Eagles, smack that. Although I went probably like 4-17 on props. It's all good.
Yeah.
We hit the big winner. But yeah, honestly, it was a beatdown. It was after like really by halftime, it was like pretty much almost
24-0 at the half.
And it was like, okay, like this is kind of boring in a sense of like it was cool, like of how good the Eagles defense played. Like they absolutely dominated the Chiefs. Like I've never seen, even in that Chiefs-Bucks game, which they were also dominating that Super Bowl, like this one felt even worse.
They did.
Like Mahomes had 30 yards and 2 picks by half. And I was like, dude, what? Like I was in shock. No blitzing, just 4-man rush the entire time. Eagles line dominated. It was as impressive of an ass whooping as I've ever seen, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then in the second half, you'd think, okay, let's see if the Chiefs show some life. And nope, the Eagles continued to step on their throats. Jalen Hurts played an awesome game. But the true MVP of this game was just the defense, the Eagles
100%.
defense as a whole.
Defensive line specifically, too.
Defensive line and the exciting whites. Cooper
Yeah,
DeJean
that
with
was
a pick
sick.
six.
That was
sick. But it was overall, kind of a lackluster game in terms of like very one-sided, but cool to see that we got a new champion. The three-peat thing still doesn't happen, which is pretty crazy. That's never happened.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Eagles. I mean, hell of a season. Shout out to Hemsley. I know he was out there. Wads is in the game, I think, too. So shout out to the boys in Philly. Last little pack for the football season, little Chiefs pack.
Facts.
And that's that. And then we'll talk Super Bowl halftime show too, because I thought it was pretty mid. So
yeah, it was a mix, definitely a mixed reaction with the halftime show. But I mean, to go back to your point, I think the Eagles' defensive line and what they were able to do to a really good Chiefs offensive line too.
Yep.
When you're able to rush 4 and not have to blitz, the defense is going to feel extremely comfortable in the secondary. They just know, like, if they're going to be putting pressure, we were talking about it today, but if you're going to be putting pressure on a quarterback with 4-man, you have extra personnel back, and it's so quick that quarterback is going to get the ball out of his hand just so fast, so you're not going to have to worry about a deep ball or a play to develop. Like, you're going to be able to do pretty much whatever you want, and they did. And they did it all game. It wasn't just like a first half thing. Chiefs come out in the second half. I think they go 3 and out on their first drive.
They do, yeah.
And, I mean, that just kills momentum right there. They couldn't get anything going all game.
No, it was insane. And the craziest stat was like the first play the first Chiefs offensive play was that first down to Juju, and then they didn't get a single first down until the second half. That's insane. The Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes led, Andy Reid coached Kansas City Chiefs, could not get a first down from the first drive of the game.
Yeah.
It was. I mean,
there was drops too. There was a couple drops.
Yeah,
that could have kept some drives going, and those are plays that really shift momentum because you're giving the ball back to an Eagles offense that's just rolling. I mean, you look at it, even in the NFC Championship, they put up 55, put up another 40 against really good.
I mean, that team is stacked.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're going to lose a lot of guys, though, on defense.
Yeah, but Howie Roseman, the team that he put together is truly one of the most impressive team builds that I've ever seen. Like, that team, just top to bottom, is so impressive. And even with the guys that they lose, they'll still be very impressive because they keep nailing the draft.
Yeah.
Like, their drafts have been
they've been on fire with the draft.
And
free agency. I mean, going and getting Saquon this year was insane.
That they got him at, and obviously they already had A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, so they had good weapons. Dallas Goedert. The Eagles have had the best offensive line for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, it's very well run. And what's crazy is that Jalen Hurts was the guy that everyone was kind of the most worried part of it. Although he's obviously, he's good, but he's not Patrick Mahomes, whatever. He showed up. I gotta give him credit.
Super Bowls though.
I gotta give him credit. Yeah.
He's played well in both Super Bowls. I know they didn't win the first one that they played against the Chiefs.
He played very well in the first one too.
But he played amazing. Mahomes just did Mahomes things in the fourth quarter. But here you go, and the Chiefs' plan was to stop Saquon, and they did a good job of doing that. Right? And they were like, we're not gonna let Saquon beat us. But guess what? Hurts is good enough to be able to facilitate. Made some monster throws, did some plays with his legs, and was super efficient. And he had a monster game. Super Bowl MVP.
And deserved. I mean, if I would still give the Super Bowl MVP as a unit to the defense, but Jalen Hurts deserved it. I mean,
who was it on the D line that had two sacks, a forced fumble, Dean, or what's his last name?
Oh my God, it's like that's hard with it. It's no. It's oh my God.
Jalen Carter.
It wasn't Jalen Carter. He had a great game too, but he wasn't the one that I'll tell you right now.
No, it's the other one. It's the one that they
Hunt?
No. It was
Sweat.
Bond.
Well, Josh Sweat had 2.5 sacks.
Sweat and Bond.
And Milton Williams was Williams was the other one.
Sweat had 2.5 sacks, and I'm pretty sure he had a forced fumble too.
Yeah. No, Milton Williams was the other one that had a crazy game too.
No, they
dominated. They dominated. It was a ass beating.
Going around saying that Mahomes suffered a head injury in the first quarter.
No,
I don't believe it. Yeah,
no. He probably honestly suffered a head injury in the second half when they mopped him on the fumble,
the strip and punch.
Boom.
It was like the first quarter that one drive was 3 straight sacks to like end the drive. It was crazy.
No, yeah, they.
How many sacks did they finish with in that game?
Well, it was
Right?
it was 6.5, I think.
Yeah.
But the QB pressures was like
out of
an
control.
insane
He was
number.
holding out every play.
Every play, like
Yeah.
he had no time.
Well, even the second pick that he threw, you know, it was like kind of like a timing play up the middle, but he couldn't develop any timing because pressure's coming down his backside, and he kind of just gets hit a little bit. Ball comes out a little weird, and another pick right there at the 10-yard line or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So short fields, defense won that game. I mean, no matter how you look at it, I mean, offense obviously executed when they needed to.
Yeah.
But the defense scored. You know, you could say the defense arguably scored 14 points in that game for them.
Did you guys get nervous?
Between the pick six and the pick right there, right in the inside.
I got nervous after that first AJ Brown offensive pass interference. I'm like, oh,
Me too. I was like, oh no, like
here it comes. Here we go.
Yeah, but no, I thought it was a well officiated game. I mean, I mean, they called plays on both sides. I mean, I even think there were some Chiefs calls that maybe were like, questionable. But
I agree.
I mean, overall, I don't think officiating made a difference in that game.
The
at
NFL
all.
didn't want to pay Pat Riley for the 3-peat usage.
True.
Just like,
that's too expensive.
We need the Eagles to win.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But no, dominant performance. Maybe the Dolphins one day will feel that.
Crazy that another football season is in the books.
It is.
It
flew by, bro.
This one flew.
Flew by.
Crazy.
It always does. Come like this. The first half of the season always feels like a good pace.
Yeah.
But once you get to that middle part of the season, I feel like it just.
Yeah, and then you look back and it's like, damn, it feels like forever ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll have football to talk about though in the next couple of weeks. I mean, you have free agency coming up.
Combine's coming up.
And then you got Combine, the draft.
Combine.
You know, there'll be in the next month. We'll have multiple things to be talking about. I mean, now first week of March. Yeah, so you're talking about already in a couple of weeks. We'll be hearing some crazy. This free agency, I feel like, is gonna be insanity. Between all the new coach hires, new GMs, big names in free agency, trades that people are gonna be
like quarterbacks too. Like there's obviously Darnold's available, Rodgers available,
DJ.
Yeah.
Jameis,
good backup option.
Jameis is going to be great for TV when he decides to hang it.
Bro,
no, 100%.
Talking about Jameis, that guy was the highlight of Super Bowl week.
That guy is so good on
He was the highlight between the interviews that he was doing at the pressers.
He's the best.
The other like in the streets media interviews that he was doing, like, bro, he's the best.
Yeah.
He's like a guy that you just want to have on your team just because he's going to keep everything light, but he's also kind of like a motivator.
But I think he has a career in TV.
Oh, no.
For sure.
The moment he retires,
he's a big personality.
Everyone is going to be begging for him.
I mean, I'm sure the ratings on his show, I'm pretty sure they skyrocketed with him on there. I think people are just tuning in just to watch games.
He's got that like vibrant personality and like that. He's an easy guy to root for because he's kind of like he's got a corniness to him, but it's like in a fun sense.
Yeah.
And it's like it's easy to root. Like it's a guy who's really good at football, throws a ton of picks, and doesn't take life too seriously. But obviously, you can tell really loves going out there and playing with the boys. So I think he's going to be an absolute stud on TV. He's got that charisma. He's got the charm. He's. Do
you see him like as a? He's not like a TV like sports, game day commentator, but he's like
as a side.
He's going to take a similar path to McAfee. I can see him having a podcast.
I can see him going like Barstool or something. I can go to like Barstool or something. I can see him.
That would be insane if he goes to Barstool.
But no, like a true like TV like
or he's gonna get more money somewhere else.
Or he can do like the Gronk route where
that's what I see him more doing that or
pre-game stuff. And
Ryan Fitzpatrick
he films exactly or Fitzy.
Yeah,
they do like that. I can see him 100% too.
Like Amazon Prime might throw a bag at him.
They might.
Because imagine having Ryan Fitzpatrick and Jameis on there.
Yeah,
that would be.
I'm sure he's getting pitched to start his own podcast for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I see him kind of like hosting a show.
No, but I think he's going to be a content creator.
Yeah,
maybe I agree with you, not like a podcast.
Yeah,
but like I think he'll have like some YouTube channel.
He'll jump on a ton of podcasts for sure. But hosting one, I don't know.
I can see him doing great in a college game. The environment being the guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, he'll be everywhere for sure. He's too entertaining not to have him there.
Yeah.
And he did you see the thing that he said about the crab legs thing? And he was like, man, if I would have done that in college, I would have had all the NIL deals for crab legs.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. No.
But yeah, we'll miss football. We'll have a couple of things to talk about. But like we always say, it's a great transition from football right into golf season. We're already in the not in the thick of it, but we're already down the ground running.
A few big tournaments
already.
A
couple good tournaments so far. Nothing really crazy happening in the golf space yet, in terms of like big. I mean, Rory obviously won at Pebble. That was like a big story. And obviously we were at Waste, and we'll talk about that. Yeah. You got Genesis Invitational coming up now in Torrey Pines. I think that's going to be pretty cool, the fact that they're doing it there.
I think it's going to be a really good tournament.
Obviously another signature event. No Tiger. We thought we were going to get Tiger. We're not going to get Tiger.
RIP Tiger's mom.
And then, RIP. And then we got the Florida Swing, which, that's always fun.
My favorite one.
Yeah.
The Florida Swing's the best.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's obviously my favorite also, not just because we live in Florida, but I just love the style of the Florida golf courses. I love the Cognizant. I love Arnold Palmer. One of my favorite. The Players, obviously, it's the unofficial major.
Yeah.
And then obviously Valspar. But especially those two, elevated events, and the Cognizant's awesome too. So that one's the easiest one for us because it's right there, but it's a blast every time. So
yeah, Cognizant, they're working on some things.
Yeah, they are. They got a lot of big names coming this year. I'm telling you.
They are. Minwoo, Ricky, Shane. It's going to be a pretty good field, and more names keep coming. I definitely missed a couple out of the ones that I just named right now, but those are a few already, top, I got 50 guys, top 60 guys, but super entertaining golfers. And
Rory played in it last year. I would be shocked.
Rory did play in it last year. I don't know if he'll play in it this year.
It's so easy because he lives in although the guys who live in Palm Beach.
Shane Lowry lives out there.
Yeah, they tend
JT lives out there.
Yeah.
Right? JT lives out there, right?
Or
does he live more up north?
JT's Palm Beach or Jupiter or whatever.
Sepp Straka's actually playing extremely well right now.
He is.
I think he might not be number one in the FedEx rankings right now.
He is number one, yeah.
And then Dietrich had a dominant performance in Waste.
Dietrich absolutely did dominate. I wish it was a bit closer, but shout out Dietrich. I mean, he absolutely did. I mean,
you look,
that Saturday was insane.
You look at what Dietrich did on Saturday, Sunday, right? Then you see guys like Berger that were up there.
Yeah.
I think Hogard was up there.
Spieth too was up there.
Spieth was up there.
JT,
that was sick to see. But
yeah.
I think Berger said it, right? In the last 4 holes, he's like, I was birdieing a couple holes, but every time I would birdie a hole, he was birdieing a hole too. So it's impossible to catch a guy when he's not making a mistake.
He was on fire.
It was at hole 1 on 16 on Sunday. Did you see that shot?
It was the best shot, outside of the Grillo hole 1. That was the best shot of the weekend.
Yeah, which got some Grillo news.
Oh,
did I do it?
Yeah, why not?
Huh?
Is it confirmed?
Let the people know.
I think so. Yeah.
Let the people know.
Emiliano Grillo will be joining the pod live from Cognizant Classic.
Let's go.
Hole in one stories.
Let's go.
We're gonna get the whole experience. Yeah. Shout out Argentina.
Nice.
Yeah. So
let's go.
He'll be there too. There you go. That's another name right there.
Boom.
Speaking about another name, our boy Camilo Villegas will be there too. Which I'm pretty sure he had a good tournament.
Camilo did have a good tournament.
I don't know where he finished, but I know he came out hot off the gates.
Yeah, he did.
Thursday, Friday.
By the way, so did Rafa. Rafa
came
but
then
he
had a bad Friday.
Had a bad Friday. Nico also kind of came out hot. Had a bad Friday, but
I was saying the other guy who's been hot is JT. JT in the last.
Yeah,
JT.
He was a name we were talking about early in the season. I mean, he has a lot to prove.
Yeah, JT's playing very well. He, that Sunday round 2, shot 6 under, and he likes that course. He likes the atmosphere there. But he's somebody that keeps sticking around in the top 5, top 10s, and he will.
He's playing well enough to win.
He's going to
it's
get.
Just somebody's just playing a little bit better than him in those tournaments, but
it's just whenever he's due. Like he's got to be due soon. Like
JT locked for the Players.
It's a good one. He's won it before, and. It would be a pretty big one. Yeah. I've got a few guys this weekend that I like, but JT, his mold of big hitter plays well at Torrey Pines. I don't know if you saw the rough. Have you seen the video of the rough?
No, at Torrey this week. I mean, it's in prime tournament. They just had a tournament there.
No, yeah. Look at this thing. They're only playing one of the courses too because
signature.
Yeah.
I
didn't see that.
No, I'm showing it to you right now.
It's like hay, so it's super thin, so it just falls right in.
Dude, that's the worst. You can't hit it out of that.
Yeah, unless you need some power.
It's going to be a lot of speed. You need a lot of speed. I mean, you can hit an iron out of there, but you just got to come with so much speed and force through the ball to have a chance to get that out.
Watch that. Just gets lost.
Oh my God.
It just disappears.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be crazy.
You're going to have to lay up.
Yeah. I'm hoping that the conditions are like an open,
windy.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, wind is always a factor.
I
there.
like when courses play tough. Like I want guys struggling out there. I want winners to be 7 under.
Same.
Like
I've realized like the more I've watched golf, I prefer tournaments.
Those are the ones I like more.
Seeing them just gritted out, compared to just everyone, green on and everyone's making putts and scores are 25 under.
Yeah.
Because what always happens is someone's just gonna pull away.
Yeah.
Whereas in a condition like that, you could have a 3-4 stroke lead. You hit one bad shot, and all of a sudden it opens up the field again.
100%.
Like we saw in Waste this week. I mean, not to say it's an easy course. None of these courses are easy, but for these guys, I mean, when they're on, and they're gonna score.
The cut line was like -3.
Yeah, 2 I think, 2 or 3.
I have no idea. Yeah.
There's cut lines where it's been like +2.
100%.
And I like those because now you open up the field to so many guys.
I think last year's PGA or was the U.S. Open that the cut line was like +4 or something, +5. Like those are the ones. Like I want the course to win.
Before we get into our picks for Torrey Pine, let's talk a little waste management.
Yes.
Your first time out there.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts? What did you think about the tournament and just kind of like that experience?
I was blown away. I obviously I've known about the waste management. I know how fun it is, going as, like a fan or something. But what I didn't realize is like how crazy the setup was, because I've been obviously to the Cognizant and I've been to the Arnold Palmer, and those are awesome setups, like a beautiful course, really cool. Dude, walking out to waste management outside of Arizona just being absolutely gorgeous. We got pristine weather, the mountains in the background. Outside of all that, the actual setups that they had, 18, 17, 16, obviously the stadium hole was even better in person than I could have imagined.
Yeah.
And getting a chance to go there Thursday was really cool. Seeing Spieth throw a little dart on that hole was cool. But I was blown away. I thought the course was obviously super nice. Like the surrounding area is beautiful, but like the setup was really cool.
Yeah.
And then the fact that people were there just sending it on a Monday is something I've never seen.
Early too. I mean, we were getting to the course at 8 o'clock in the morning.
They're there drinking already for the practice rounds.
It's not beers either. Like it's cups. So like they're drinking liquor.
They're literally having John Daly's with a side of breakfast burrito. Like it was something I'd never seen, and just really cool. Like it was an awesome experience. Obviously the things that we got to do were really cool. Shout out to Nico again. But yeah, it was an awesome experience. Scottsdale is like, I swear to God, I think it's my favorite city outside of Miami.
Scottsdale's a tough place to be.
Holds a special place in my heart. But yeah, it was
Scotts Dave.
Scotts Dave.
Scotts Dave.
Scotts Dave. Don't forget, go check out the True North
True
video.
North, yeah. Dave gets the first birdie in our 3-hole kind of challenges that we've done on a couple courses.
First of many.
And, we play Killian regularly. I think we've done most of our videos on there, which that's a very easy course. Yeah, we've never been able to birdie one of those holes. We've had so many looks, though.
I know.
You guys get a lot of pars there.
Yeah,
a lot of pars.
A lot of pars. But, when you're playing a scramble, you got to get birdies, bro.
Yeah. I know. We really got to get it up. We got to get it up.
I mean,
Dave's hole. That last hole was Dave. Did it by himself.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was saying. If you hit the ball on the green, you got to hit the putt. I mean, if he misses it, then the next person goes in. But it's his hole to finish.
Thank God.
No one else's.
No, you hit it.
I was scared. I was like, you hit it first. Like, I want to read. Whatever, all good.
It was too good of a look, too. I mean, it was like, what, 5-footer max?
Max 5 feet.
And you almost broke 90.
Pin high, too.
I did.
Wow,
almost break 90
that
there.
putt short, yeah.
Yeah, like on the inch of the damn thing. But, yeah, unreal week, unreal tournament.
Yeah.
It was all sick all around. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was my second year. I thought, I think this was even bigger than it's been.
Yeah.
Than the last time I went. I know they've kind of leveled the wildness of the tournament a little bit.
Yeah.
But when hole-in-ones happen on 16, the rules don't.
They didn't give a shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. And that was with our boy Rafa too.
Yeah, it was.
Rafa went up there and chest butt him there on the green. So that was sick. And then Rafa actually followed that same hole and hit like a 20-foot for birdie, and they went crazy again. So when the energy's high there, it's pretty unbeatable.
Yeah, there's nothing like it, truly.
Yeah.
So
Cognizant Classic, East Coast version of the waste management.
We're gonna build that. We're gonna make Cognizant Classic the East Coast waste management.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah,
I'm down for that. So let's get into some Torrey Pines this week.
Yes.
Genesis Invitational.
Yes.
We talked a little bit about the rough, the conditions. Obviously very stacked field considering it's a signature event. second signature event of the year after ATT Pro-Am in Pebble. What are your thoughts? What do you think course conditions are going to be like? What are we thinking?
Yeah, unfortunately, they had to move it because of the fires and all that, because LA Country Club, it's
Riviera.
Riviera is one of the more beautiful courses on tour. But, Torrey is obviously a very famous course, beautiful course too. And yeah, I mean, the roughs, like we said, looks insane. They've got narrow fairways, and it's going to be a ball striker's course. Like, I think the winner is going to be a heavy hitter. A lot of the signature events tend to, it's obviously when all the best guys are playing. But I think, like, heavy hitter actually, like not to dog him, but like a Brian Harmon, is not, I don't think if he wins, he'd shut me up. But that his strengths aren't this course. Like, you're going to need guys like Hav, Rory, JT, the big boys. So, I think it's going to be very fun. I think it's going to be tougher than a lot of people think. I think it's going to be playing tougher than it did a few weeks ago. But I'm excited to see this event. I think it's going to be awesome. I wish, obviously, Tiger was going to play it, not playing it. He's obviously always amazing TV to watch. But yeah, it's. I think it's going to be awesome. I've got a few guys to keep an eye on this weekend, and I'm feeling good about somebody in particular.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm curious what because they did play the tournament. What was the winning score there a couple weeks ago? Let me check that out.
Yeah, check it. I don't remember. It was
that was the Farmers Insurance. That was, let's see. Winner was Harris English. That's right. And
he was like
he was 8 under.
Right? 8 under.
Yeah. So. Compared to some of the scores we've seen recently, nowhere near. And I remember, didn't they have to suspend play one of the days because of the wind?
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't be surprised if it's very similar conditions there.
That's why I love the 8 unders. 8 unders is a perfect winning score in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about guys that finished top 52 and they were 5 over.
Yeah.
So it's a tough course. I mean, winning score 8 under. Novak was 6 under in third place.
Aberg was 7 under after day one, and then got sick.
He couldn't finish. The amateur Luke Clanton played in that too, finished 1 under.
Yeah.
He had a chance. Did you see that? He had a chance.
I know, poor guy.
That was
he's
one.
He's gonna have another chance.
No,
right?
no, he'll have multiple chances. He'll play in other tournaments, so he'll have his chances.
Yeah.
And that's a tough place to get it.
I know.
He was trying to embrace the crowd. You could see on 16, and he ended up bogeying that hole after missing he 3-putted, I think. But he'll get it. That kid's gonna be a stud.
He's gonna be a stud
in the next coming years, bro.
He almost had it because he almost eagled that par 5, and then even on 18 he had a good look at it, and he missed it a little, pushed it a little left. That kid's gonna be a stud. Yeah. Very good.
So give me your picks. For this week's tourney.
All right. Kicking it off with my boy Hav. Listen, if there's a time for Hav to come back, it's this course. His fit is perfect for a course like this. He plays better on tougher courses. And like I mentioned, you're going to need to be a heavy hitter. Hav's as heavy as it gets. I think Hav's going to play very well this weekend, and I liked what I saw from him at Pebble for the most part. Obviously, he was up there, the leaderboard, pretty much most of the entire weekend. Ended up finishing in the top 20 range, but kind of fell off a little bit. But took Waste Management off, to kind of keep finding himself. He's kind of in this never-ending loop since he won the FedEx Cup that he's kind of been trying to figure his stuff out. I'm hoping that he's starting to get to that point. I liked what I saw. A couple weeks ago, and I think his game translates really well. So I've got Victor Hovland, like I always do. But this course, I really think he's got a good shot. I like JT again. I don't know if he's gonna win this one, but again, I'm gonna keep leaning on the heavy hitters.
He's been pretty much top, top of the leaderboards for the most part the last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
so he's in a good place with his game for sure.
I like JT. The one who's playing really well, but just hasn't been able to kind of keep that momentum onto later in the weekend is Morikawa. I do like Mori this weekend. He plays well.
That's my pick.
Oh, I like that. I like Mori. He plays well. The West Coast string especially. And he's just been playing good golf. Like he's been around, pretty much almost every tournament, like in that range. I think it was it Torrey that he kind of had one bad day and then kind of picked himself back up.
Yeah.
But he's already played it once already. So
that's been Colin's game. He'll play freaking amazing.
Yeah,
he'll have like a blow up hole though, and it'll just pretty much knock him out. It's usually late on a Saturday or a Sunday.
Yeah, it's the worst time.
It's always at the worst times because he'll be up there in the leaderboard and be like, all right, I mean, no one's playing better than Colin, and then he'll have that one shot that you're like, oh no.
My God. Yeah. So I like those guys. And Aberg is interesting to me because like I don't know, like he has like. I hate trusting him because he hasn't gotten that win yet, but he's so damn good, and he dominated Torrey that first day and then really fell off. Obviously, he was sick. He's dealing with sickness, but he should be good now. That was like a month ago, 3 weeks ago, so he should be good. He'd probably be a play this weekend. I've got 2 dark horses, but I'll let you go.
Okay, I was going to ask you what your dark horses were, but
I got 2 dark horses.
All right, so I did mention Colin. I would say that's like my, of the top dogs, he's probably my favorite out of that list. When you look at some other names that have played well, I love Sepp Straka's the way he's playing right now. I mean, feels like his name has been at the top of leaderboards every week.
Yeah.
So he's a guy that, why not go out there and kind of hang with the big dogs right now and just ride the momentum of the way your game's playing. Harris English is interesting because he won there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
but to win twice at the same place is like
and playing the fully elevated,
and not everyone else is playing it exactly. But I mean, like, why not?
Why not him?
And then I wonder if Daniel Berger, can translate what he was able to do this week over there. We've seen him win on tour, so he knows how to win, right? Because that's always an obstacle with a lot of these guys that are, they flirt with the leaderboard, but they can never win. Saw it with Xander last year. Like once you get that win under your belt and you're in contention, you could find ways to win. And Berger played really well on a Sunday, just couldn't keep up with Dietrich. He's another name, lower down the line that I like.
And he's someone who's, dealt with a lot of injuries, right? And he's, I think I don't know if it was an interview over this weekend, but it was around this time that he's like, I'm back to being fully healthy. This is the best I've felt in years. And you can see it. This is not he competed, like he played pretty well in one of the other tournaments too. I don't know exactly which one, but it might have been, was it Sony too? Like, I don't know.
This year, you're saying?
This year. Okay. He played really well in another tournament also. I think he has 2 top 10s or like at least a top 15, but, he's somebody I like too. I like that pick.
You got to ride because you look like obviously I want to pick a guy like Sahith Theegala, and he's always going to be in my lineup. He's struggling. He's struggling. But there's who else is the other one that was talking about Max Homa.
Homa's struggling.
Like just having like a nightmare situation, just trying to figure it out right now. But these guys are so talented that at any given week they can go and turn it on. You know, so. Yeah, I would love to pick a guy like a Homa because I'm a big fan of his, and his game when it's on is some of the best. But you can't right now, right? No. So you got to pick the guys that right now they're just on. Their swing's good. They're hitting the ball where they want to.
Yeah.
Obviously, Torrey's going to play very different than where they were just playing this week. And to your point, right? Like you got to hit fairways here, right? So who are those guys that are able to do it? Rory's one of those guys.
Strikers.
And you're one name that Scotty.
No.
I know.
I almost forgot about him. He's played so bad since his return.
He picked it up.
Back-to-back top 10s.
He picked it up. He picked it up on Sunday. It's like when is the Scotty winning going to start again?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Hasn't started yet. Listen, he's got a hand injury, and he's kind of fallen off. He's
it's falling off 2 top 10s.
He's not the same Scotty as he was 3 months ago. No, he's somebody that I don't think he's going to win this week.
Yeah. Nah, I don't see him winning this week. I think he finishes top 5.
He's playing too inconsistent. And
he'll finish top 5, though.
Yeah.
I really do. I think and then he's going to win something in the Florida swing.
He's not going to win shit.
Well, I mean, in the Florida swing, he will play what?
He'll
play Arnie and
I witnessed him beat Hav.
Oh, that's right.
And I don't know what do you think started this rivalry?
Oh, that's
I
right.
saw him on 18 beat Hav.
Oh, that's where the beef started.
That's where the beef started.
Arnold
Palmer 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the beef started. I now understand. All right. Yeah.
I should have been there to witness Hav's first big win.
That would have been crazy.
And that loser took that from me. But it's okay. It's okay. I will dance on his shitty season as long as he's got one. You ready for my dark horse?
Yeah, give me your dark horces. I got a couple too. Oh, I love that.
Adam Scott. I think Adam Scott is a dark horse this weekend. He's always, year in, year out, consistent, good player, good putter, and he's someone that can strike the ball and find fairways. So I like Adam Scott this weekend. And it's not necessarily a dark horse because he's technically has better odds than Hav. Hav would be considered a dark horse this weekend. His odds are insane.
There's some great odds here, bro. There's some great odds. Vic is...
He's plus... I got him as plus 6,500.
Oh, I see him plus 5,000 here.
Look at that. I'm a sharp.
Yeah.
But...
There's some great odds, though.
Keegan Bradley. I like the captain.
I love Keegan Bradley.
I like the captain this weekend.
Pick. Love those six.
He plays well here. And, I think his odds... I mean, I like the odds in general because there's so many guys that you can get for such good value.
Such great value, man.
I mean, because they're going to keep bumping up. What were Dietrich's odds last week? Like, they must have been ridiculous.
I didn't even think. They must have been.
They must have been insane.
At least plus 10,000.
100%. At least.
So,
whenever Scotty's in the field, they're going to keep juicing him, which is great. And then now
Scotty's plus 450, and then Rory's plus 700.
Yeah.
And then after that, the next closest Morikawa at plus 14.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Great value there, which is great. I mean, it opens up these picks to. I mean, you look at it, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
These are guys that could definitely win, and you're getting them at such great odds right now.
Yeah.
You know who I like? Dark horse? J. Rose.
Oh, Justin Rose is playing really well. He's been playing
really well, bro.
He has.
Really well. And these guys, they're, he's still got great golf in them, but,
100%.
They're at the tail ends of their careers compared to, a lot of this young talent in there. But they're playing such good golf. They're due. One of these guys is due to win one of these.
I mean, Shayna almost won. I mean, Rory ended up. Rory's still not even a young pup, so Rory still freaking nukes the ball, dude. Rory's insane.
That's why he won that tournament.
I know.
What the shots he was able to hit compared to the rest of the field, and at Pebble, he averaged 346 off the tee on those drive holes. The next closest guy was 316.
It's crazy.
30-yard difference on those holes. He was hitting 7-iron on par 5s as his second shot.
Absolutely ridiculous.
It's crazy. I mean, when you're doing that, I mean, you have a complete advantage compared to the rest of the field. But I like Jay Rose as a dark horse, and the guy that we liked him last week too. I think he's also playing really well. Is Jake Knapp. I mean,
Knapp is playing well.
He's another guy that I think he's playing. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. We all were high on him last week. He's been playing well too. Played well at Pebble as well. We've got to see him hit the ball. I mean, he's another guy that also smacks the crap out of the ball. So I think this course could play favorable for him.
You know who let us down last week was Billy Ho. Billy Ho really let us down.
Yeah, I'm seeing his name here. I'm like, I can't pick him now after the way he.
Neither can I. But
it's crazy because he played really well, at Pebble, and it did not translate, like not even a little bit, at Phoenix. But I like Jay Rose. I like Jake Knapp as some dark horses, and I mean, there's a ton of picks there with good value.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of that's the thing. What Scotty's done, he's just created value for everybody else because you essentially just root against him.
Yeah. My favorite thing to do is live bet on a Sunday, though.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's far. You couldn't even live bet on this weekend, though.
Really?
No, you could, but it was not even worth it.
No, it wasn't worth it. Right? Yeah. I mean? No. I like it when it's it's a 2-stroke lead, maybe at the leaderboard. You got a couple guys there that they're going in at plus 8,000 odds, and they can get hot on a Sunday. That you're like, damn, I mean, all it takes is a 64 today, and maybe they win. But yeah, that's I don't know. I'm hyped for this week. It's gonna be a good thing.
Me too.
Good tourney.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
I do got one thing. The Four Nations hockey tournament is this weekend. Starts actually Thursday when this drops. That's gonna be sick. It's U.S. It's USA, Canada.
Oh, that's right.
Finland,
I
and
forgot
Sweden.
about that.
Dude, it starts Thursday, and we've got a
Where
lot
do
of
they
cats
Where do they play
playing.
that?
I actually don't know.
I think, is it in New York?
Is it New York? I know it's here,
I thought New York was
like in the States.
Okay.
Maybe.
Chucky's in it.
So Chucky's on the USA team. Yeah, Barkey's captain of Finland.
Wow. Sick.
Austin Matthews is the captain for America.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
Bennett and Reinhardt on Canada. Who's this other one? Lundell is also on Finland.
Love that.
We got a couple of guys, Sweden team. Like the team, like it's stacked. Like, let me
Because
see
is
where
it
it's
All-Star? Like what?
No,
like
it's just
like a
it's
four nations, it's like a mini Olympic.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
but how are they able to do this during season?
yeah. I honestly that was my biggest question because you run such an injury risk
Yeah.
with this, but you know,
I mean, it's sick, but like these guys better not get hurt.
Yeah, so Forsling, Sweden, obviously Lundell, Lucerainen also.
It's like imagine
Finland.
Like during soccer season, they have like international.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's similar to like World Baseball Classic.
Essentially, yeah, that's what it's
Is that
more
what
like. Yeah.
is that what you would compare it to? Okay, I guess that makes sense then. And then these guys opt in whether or not they want to play.
I'm sure
Yeah, but they're all playing.
They're all playing, yeah.
dude. Like let's go through the lineups. The lineups are sick. Like, let me see.
Because do they have hockey in the Olympics?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But these guys usually don't play in it.
No, because it's right.
No, they usually don't play. It's usually like
they used to play. Yeah, no,
it's usually like the
younger guys.
18
Yeah,
teams,
yeah.
USA 18 guys.
But I feel like they used to. Like, I feel like Ovechkin's played.
I know Sidney Crosby
Nations.
plays.
Yeah.
I think it all depends on like standing. But that was like the famous story.
Well, this was
Some good water.
Miracle on Ice. That was the USA team. That was a bunch of teenagers that beat the Soviet Union way back.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
Oh,
You know what
so-
movie I want to watch that I haven't watched? Miracle.
That's it. Miracle on Ice.
Yeah.
I watched it the other day.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch it again.
It's
Such a
good.
good movie.
By the
That
way-
one and Remember the Titans. I gotta make that happen.
You've never seen Remember the Titans?
I haven't watched. No, of course I've seen it,
Oh.
but I'm like I haven't watched it in a while. I
Yeah.
want to watch it.
I don't know. I was doing the dance. Like, where's that from?
I'm just going down like a movie rabbit
Yeah.
hole right now. Radio is another one.
Nice.
That-
Sports.
Radio,
But,
that's
yeah.
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah,
Cuba
that-
Gooding Jr.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Sports movies.
Yeah.
By the way, so this tournament is in Montreal and Boston.
And it starts Thursday and runs till when?
Starts Thursday. We play. It starts Wednesday. Canada versus Sweden, and then we play Finland on Thursday.
Oh shit.
And then we play Canada in Canada
Oh my god.
on Saturday.
That's gonna be heated.
That's gonna be fucking sick.
That's gonna be heated.
We're gonna beat the piss out of Canada.
I hope so.
51st state.
That's gonna be heated.
And then Canada versus Finland in Boston, and then us versus Sweden in Boston, and then the championships next Thursday.
All right, so it's like a week.
It's like a week long, yeah. Let's
dope.
get the teams. I want to see like what the heck.
I mean, shit. If all those Panthers guys are playing, that means everybody's major players are playing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like Austin Matthews on
Austin
USA
Matthews,
team,
yeah.
McDavid's on Canada. I think Dreisaitl's also Canada. No, I'm pulling up the teams here now. The teams are sick.
Who would be the favorite in this?
Canada is the favorite.
Canada, right?
All right, so that's right. Crosby's playing in it too. Sick. So we got Team Canada. I'll read through some of the big names. Bennett, Crosby, McKinnon, McCarr, Brad Marchand, Connor McDavid, Braden Point, Reinhardt. Did I already say Reinhardt?
No.
Oh, yeah. Reinhardt, Mark Stone. So, like, it's a lot of big names.
Yeah.
Finland, Barkey's obviously the biggest name, and a bunch of cats, like Lundell, things like that. Lucerainen,
That's cool.
Mikola. It's honestly a lot of cats. Like,
That's
It's
crazy.
a cat state.
That's,
Honestly, Finland is kind of.
can you imagine
like,
if Finland
outside of
wins
us,
it?
I'm rooting for
Can you imagine if
Finland.
Finland wins it? Like with
I'm-
all their cats guys?
Yeah, I'm rooting. I'm outside of America. I'm rooting for them. Sweden. Sweden's got again Forsling, Gustafsson, Nylander, Carlson. So they got some guys too. And then USA is both Chuck brothers, which is sick. Yeah, both Chuckies. Austin Matthews, Jack Hughes, Creeder, both Swayman, Trocheck, obviously Austin Matthews, Adam Fox, Matt Boldy, Kyle Connor. So it's sick. Like it's
Who did you say was for Finland? The leader from the Cats
is Barkov.
Oh, Barkey.
Barkey's the captain of Finland, which is sick. Tkachuk is an associate captain on
America.
The main captain, the captain is Austin Matthews. Right. And then the capital for Canada is Crosby. And then McDavid's.
That's gonna be sick
captain.
to watch. Where do you watch this?
I think it's on on TNT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
fire.
Shout out to that. That's gonna be sick.
No, that's
Hopefully
a good call.
we make it and we can talk about the championship game next week.
That'd be sick.
Yeah,
I'm actually hyped for that.
Yeah, that's gonna be so sick.
Especially like now, there's nothing on during the week.
Yeah,
that would be perfect shit to watch.
Yeah, dude. USA versus Canada on Saturday is gonna be sick.
That's this Saturday.
This Saturday. We should go to a bar for that. That's gonna be awesome.
That would actually be electric.
Yeah,
I'm down for that. Yeah. All right. Well, that about does it for today's episode. Thank you to Yeti again for these amazing chairs.
Shout out Yeti.
Felt mad comfortable all day. This whole episode. I feel like I haven't been. Usually I'm like moving around. Been nice and comfortable here today. Water's been flowing. Cigars have been kicking. Mm-hmm. It's good day. Good day to have a good day.
Good day to be back.
Yes, sir.
Good day to be back.
Like, subscribe, share,
comment,
follow, and that's it.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
Peace.